Hey, Kim, good afternoon, beautiful. Good afternoon. I put this picture up because I wanted y'all to see those ankles. Hey, Shauna. Hey, Kiera. I want y'all to see those ankles. Remember, he says, the White House doctor says he's 6'3", 230 pounds. Good afternoon. Now, we all know when you see ankles like that, what that means. Hey, striking black doll, I'm doing wonderful, beautiful, and you? Exactly, Sable. But they say he has no health ailments. But the body don't lie, right? Bodies don't lie. You can say anything, but when you go to your doctor, it's like going to the dentist and claiming you brush and floss every day. You're not fooling the dentist. You're not fooling the dentist, okay? Just be honest. I occasionally do some things because the dentist can tell when you don't tell the truth, okay? You say he's in office all day. Yeah, it comes from sitting up for long periods of time or standing long periods, but we know he's not standing. Hey, Miss Thompson, how are you, beautiful? Hey, Lori. Hey, beautiful. Exactly. When I saw this report earlier, I was like, oh. Well, we've got to grab this picture. Because remember, when Joe Biden was in office, that's all they wanted to talk about all the time was age. I keep saying that Trump is not that much younger than Joe Biden. But Joe Biden is in better shape, even with cancer. He don't eat McDonald's multiple times a week. You understand? So, child, the body don't lie, honey. And you see this shoelace over here is untied. Honey, you know them shoes are taking pressure, honey. He's sitting up there like a woman when she get home from work. I got to get out of this spot. I hate when I can't even say my own damn joke because I'm laughing at my own shit. Not the BMP of 65. You can call those shoes the high blood pressure 2000s. I am done, honey. I am done. When I saw this picture, I said, oh, hell yes. First of all, when I saw the article, I said, I'm going to read the article. I read the article looking for, I needed photographic proof. You feel me? Y'all wrong. Not calling them trotters. Calling them trotters made me laugh because my grandmother always called feet trotters. She never called them feet. She called them trotters. Those are certainly trotters, honey. Certainly. Do you understand? And to think, this is the guy that was selling high top tennis shoes. He ain't, listen, not the what are those, listen. I told you what they were. Those are the congestive heart failure 2000s. That's what they are. I can't. I'm just, again, how much longer before they get honest? He's 79. So I just want to know when the White House going to get honest. But when I saw this, I said, oh, I got to share it with my friends. I've got to share this so you can see it. And at first I started to cut out the description from the picture. No. Context is important so you can understand. He went to that event with swollen ankles. No wonder he took, look, we already know he took that medal, right? He hit him with the Denzel. I'm going to leave here with something. Listen, y'all done made me come out the house and put these swollen feet in some shoes. Listen, I'm taking something with me. Listen. So he took their damn medal. He said, hey, it is what it is. Exactly. Them cankles was how he was able to do that, Superman. Context is important. I did not want to just put this picture because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Maggots will come in and say, that didn't really happen. Shit. This came from a media report. You don't see what the big deal is. It won't be much longer. From the looks of those ankles, listen, somebody need to put his feet above his head at night. Not the CHF 2000 retros, listen. Listen, when I first looked at them, the first thing I thought of, damn, I miss Auntie. Like, I've seen ankles like that before. I've seen it. I've seen ankles like that before. They tend to be attached to people who can cook, though. Listen. So I'm even more upset that he can't cook. You don't deserve ankles like that if you can't cook now. You understand? McDonald's. Yep, that McDonald's. Because again, you can't spend your life. I know, Kiara, look, I know I'm wrong. I had to. Listen, but you can't spend your life eating like that and it not catch up with you. Supersize Me showed proof of what it would mean if every day you ate that stuff. They told you. But folks forgot. This guy, okay, listen, I just wanted you to see for yourself your strong precedent. Honey. If our trade position is as bloated as this guy's ankles, we're going to lose. You understand? We're going to lose. Okay? We're not going to win that trade war. We're already losing. But we certainly are not, we're not going to win. I bet you Xi Jinping doesn't have ankles like that. I bet you that. If we want to get all technical, I bet you Vlad ain't got ankles like that. Not he say, give me my shoes, listen. He probably got plantar fasciitis too. You can't be walking around with no shoes on. Man, sleep apnea, listen, you know there's some sleep apnea. There. This is the best thing. When I saw this, I said, "Oh, you know what it reminded me of when I grinned about it? It reminded me of the Grinch that stole Christmas. You know how the Grinch, he grins and he's like, man, I was just like that. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. The material writes itself. All you have to do is just watch. Look what they say. You got to come out the house sometime. And listen, they can't always catch you from the... Who you supposed to be? Some chick on the internet that you only getting from the waist up? Listen. Headshots only. Oh, I don't do full body pics. Okay. I'm sorry. I crack myself up. Shit. Because I'm sitting here going, wait a minute. He has been in the house for so long sitting down. Watching television. You know, he ain't on the computer. You know that. You know he ain't on the computer. Just watching TV, tweeting, truth socialing, on his telephone. That's what he's doing. So y'all can't tell that's doctored. That's not doctored at all. I got that from a reputable news source. Get out of here. You're as full of it as his ankles are. Supposedly it is, Hope. Ain't no way that's 4.7%. No way. No, that's not. Look, maybe they need to increase the size of the Capri Sun. Maybe then those ankles will go down. That's all I'm saying. Exactly. The best coffee in the world. Right. I don't know. Not pig feet in chief. Listen. I tell you, I got a hankering for some trotters right about now. I prefer mine's pickled. It's been many years since I've had some pig feet, but I'm willing to give it a shot again. Hey, storyteller. Hey, good afternoon, beautiful. Yeah, that's at the recent FIFA event. They were showing that his ankles and the bottom of his legs was swollen. And this shoe over here isn't tied. Honey, you know that shoe felt like, it felt like a body shaper. Listen. You know he was like, honey, when I get home, when I get back in this car, I'm going to kick these shoes off. Good evening, T. Do I have better things to do? Let me think. No, I don't. Bye. They mad with me for showing. You know why? The ones who get mad? Because they see themselves in those ankles. Now I know why MAGA is so down with this dude. This is how they see themselves in him. You see? That's how they see themselves in them. That's how. They both have the same sets of ankles. Because nothing else makes any sense. It does look like a bottle of Diet Coke in his shoe, doesn't it? Unfortunately, no, that's not a 2-liter we're saying. just his age. And again, nothing, I want to be clear that at the end of all my jokes and all this stuff, it is a blessing to listen. I'm trying to be good, but here go Farmer Don talking about this shoe looks like a waist trainer. Listen, I was trying to be an adult and say an adult. Now we got busted cans of biscuits. Listen, that you accidentally left in the hot car. Listen, we need to stop. Okay, I was trying to get serious. I was trying to say aging is a blessing, okay? It really is. Aging is a blessing. But I can't help but say karma is a mother. Because remember how much shit this guy talked and still talks about how young he is. Listen, not the tree trunks. Listen. Okay, listen. Oh, I'm telling you, when I first saw the picture, I was like, oh shit. Literally, I said that out loud. Like, you could be in anybody's church on a Sunday morning and see those same ankles if you're just looking at the floor. And usually it's attached to somebody that you greet them with miss. I mean, let's just keep it all the way a buck. He looked like he's responsible for cooking the dinner, the Sunday dinner after church. But we know that's not the case. Oh, they ankle weights high. They ankle weights. When they say, every day he thinking, I will walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more every day. Because all that damn fluid is like ankle weights. I just want to see, that this explains why we don't see him in shorts either. That explains it. That explains it. Look, those of us who know that song right here. Is he, man, he busting out of those things. Do you understand? Do you understand? Hardcore busted. That shoe not even tied over there. He's like, fuck it. He's like, fuck it. Listen, do you know how hard these dogs is aching? You know he couldn't wait to sit down. When he got there, couldn't wait to sit down. He said, shit, I got to get off these damn foots. Not his calf straighten out the crease in the pantsuits. Listen. Listen. Again, I'm just pointing it out because if it was anybody else, he would. He would. So I'm not giving him nothing different than he would give everybody else. That's why I say Democrats got to stop playing nice. I'm not a nice liberal. I'm not a nice liberal. Because you know J.D. Vance going to run after Trump, right? So I would hit J.D. Vance with, what? You just mad that the budget that I'm proposing ain't as swollen as your president's ankles? Catch it. Listen, don't play with me. See, they're not talking to these people in the right way. You don't like gender affirming care, sir, but every morning when you get up and put on your eyeliner, nobody's stopping you. Listen. I would light that debate stage up. Listen, Gavin Newsom, if you're listening, if you need any more stuff to go in your petty pocket, let me know. I have plenty. I'm like, listen, that's one of the reasons why conservatives, you're right. I would agree with you, Knight, about Go Trump. The problem is with all that fluid on his ankles, his ass ain't going nowhere. Bye. See you next time. Don't forget to write. And Trump don't wear those shoes. He does wear those shoes. He wear those kind of shoes all the time. See, the only person that can see your comment is me before I know it's any good. So I need to know it's some good. But he does wear those shoes. He wears shoes like that all the time. He loves wingtip shoes just like that. Problem is his feet ain't narrow no more. Them things wide now. Got fluid in them now. He might have to wear them, you know, them orthopedic Yeezys now. You understand? Gotta wear those now. I'm telling y'all. This is what karma looks like. That's why they tell you to be careful how you talk about folk. See, I understand I'm going to age one day. Hell, I'm 50 now. What mean one day? Shit. Like what? I'm still aging. But my point is, aging is a blessing. The older you get, it's a blessing. This guy was clowning a guy 2 years younger than him. Amazing. And not even really two. I send you light, peace, and love from time. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I want to remind you guys, new episode of Straight No Chaser podcast hits tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Patreon, Spotify, YouTube. I'm taking it way back in the day. I'm going to hit you in your heart and remind you about way back in the day. Okay? You're going to enjoy the discussion. A whole discussion about, you know, how much your first apartment was, how cheap that apartment was. How your first I'm trying to think of some of the other things I talked about in there. How your car insurance full coverage was $25 a month. Okay? And we thought that was expensive. All right? How we think an apartment back in the day, $425 all utilities included, was expensive. Oh yeah, we talking about that in this upcoming episode. Because I want to take you back. And then I connected to how we yearned so much for technology and the convenience of things. And then when we got it, what we lost when we got that. Because we lost a whole lot of stuff. So I think y'all be interested in that episode. Because it's going to take you back and remind you about some things. And maybe it causes us all to have a discussion and we start changing some things. Because that's what it's about. The episodes are designed to get people to think. Not he's growing hooves. Listen. Man, not it was 89 cents. Listen, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Okay, you preaching to the choir, Colette. You preaching to the choir. Okay? Them was the good old days. And Dee Dee says that fluid means heart troubles, congested heart failure. Yeah, that's not a good thing, right? Which means he has to be, you know, they're giving him something, but they release it and say, no, he's the most fittest president ever. It's like, bruh, our eyes, we got parents and grandparents. We know how to fuck them ankles look like that. Like what? We know what that is. So for us, he's not fooling us with that stuff. Not at all. The White House isn't fooling us. None of that. Now, MAGA will try to gaslight you. Oh, listen, Susie Q. Susie Q says it's body armor. It's that new fluid kind, the kind you see in Terminator 2. Listen, That's what that is. That's T. Trump is T2. He's T3. T3X. Oh, I know you on my side, Susie Q. That's why I'm making a joke. I'm just layering on with you, baby. That's all. I was just riding the wave because it made me think about something. But I agree with you. I agree. That does look like some type of fluid body on. No, you fine, Susie. You fine. Yeah, we know the signs. You're right, Dee. Yep. Medical people love to look at your ankles because they want to see what them ankles do. Because see, your ankles and your feet tell a lot about you. Even if you don't like, say some people don't carry, fluid up top in their hands. Some people do. But them legs and them feet, they gonna tell on you every time. So I just wanted y'all to see that. Okay? Now y'all know what we about to go to. We got to talk about this Epstein stuff because y'all know it hasn't gone away yet. Trump's still crashing out about it. Hold on, let me find the thing that I had. He's still crashing out about it. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. He still wants people to stop talking about it. People are still talking about it. Now, even though the vote on the Judiciary Committee didn't pass, that's okay. When Democrats get majority, they need to get those files. Yep, Dee. They need to get those files, man. They need to get those files. That's the bottom line. When Democrats take majority, they need to get the files. Yeah, I know he's saying Obama and Biden wrote the list, but come on. First he said, remember this. Let's follow the logic. First he said there's no list. Then he said he told Bill O'Reilly that it would hurt innocent people to release the list. Then it's Barack, Hillary, and Joe Biden wrote the list. Then it was, now I'm not doing these in order. Then it was Bill Clinton's on the list. Then it was Barack Obama's on the list. Hillary Clinton's on the list. He done said everything but give us the fucking list. I want the list. That's it. That's it. Right, Dems had majority 6 months ago. They did. Until America fucked up again. That's why they poured. But I filed that under, Americans love they have a selective amnesia. Democrats on the list will vote with Republican. They shouldn't, but that's all the more reason why I tell you guys we need to run for office and get our ass in there to clean up shop. If you ain't did nothing wrong, you ain't got no problem getting that information released to Congress. You understand? If the list exists and he says he knows who's on the list. Exactly. That's why I'm listening to Trump. And don't Macca all the time say Trump means what he says and says what he means. So then that means he has a list. There's a list and he's seen it. That's what I want. I just want the list. Thank you also. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for the likes, the shares, the gifts. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. And to Farmer Don's point, tap that like button for me, please. And that share button, copy link counts as a share, even if you don't send it to anybody. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Not one single Dem voted to keep it hid. Only one Republican broke rank. Only one Republican broke rank. But I think that person's not even running again. And that's probably the only reason why they broke rank. So again, there are no heroes on the Republican side. Because at the end of the day, they don't want to do anything. They don't want to do nothing that's going to make their daddy mad. That's meant all 30K lies he told the first time. Oh, yeah. And again, until we get to the bottom, to me, this Epstein thing is a great conversation to have because you know it gets under Trump's skin. So as long as you have something that moves Trump emotionally, he has to be on the defensive side instead of the offensive side, which means that he can't devote things to the other stuff that he wants. Because Trump being the guy that he is and the petty person that he is, when he thinks you got one up on him, he is laser focused on getting back at you. And so because he's focused on that, he's not focused on other things. And that's when he messes up royally. So that's why I look at it as an opportunity to keep him on his toes. Or as they say, keep him on his, no, it's on his toes because he has lifters in his shoes. He stayed leaning forward and shit. He could have been in that Smooth Criminal video with Michael Jackson. He could have, matter of fact, I think it was Donald Trump who, that's where Mike got the move from. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He saw Donald Trump and said, is that motherfucker leaning forward and he just standing still? He said, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Is he leaning forward? Oh, wow, that's so cool. I'm going to do that. Watch. I'm going to do that. In my next video, I'm going to do that. Watch. Chill. That's, I'm like, whatever. Trump is on the list. Yep. They were best friends before. Yeah, leaning forward is a sign of dementia too. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Oh, somebody reported me. Oh, man, they hate, but I appealed right away and got my appeal approved because I wasn't doing any of the things they said. I tell you, man, it's hard out here for a pimp. And I'm going live on YouTube at the same time right now. Lori, I told you I was coming back here because I am here. But I'm going to also... I just want to play around over here while I can. It's a good time for me to test out the system a little more. Thank you. And happy Tuesday to you. And welcome. Thank you for the welcome back. Welcome back to you guys too. And thank you so much for the gifts, you guys. Yeah, I'm like, as soon as I saw that white screen pop up, I already knew what it was. But it's been a minute since I had one of those. You know what I mean? Because I've been mindful. So I'm like, now, wait a minute. What's going on here? And of course, someone got Tinder. They always do. But my thing is, but how come you don't get Tinder about everything that your government is doing? That's what I don't understand. I would be Tinder about what the government is doing, because what the government is doing isn't helping any of us. But you're not going to stop me from talking about what's necessary, what's true. And that's why I appealed right away, like, ain't nothing I'm saying untrue. Because TikTok will hit you with the misinformation thing. And so I always have my receipts to send right back to them. Article references, everything. Nuh-uh, no ma'am, no sir. I'm not having it. But I noticed with certain subjects, like I told you, I have certain videos I can't do on TikTok because they'll strike me for it. They have. This is how you know you don't. Exactly. Because when you start ruffling the feathers of the powers that be, then you know you're on to something. You know you're on to something. So I'm cool and good with it, but I wasn't surprised. Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing. Now, I want to tell you guys, I was looking to see what else is going on, right? So, they're still pressing Pam Bondi about these Epstein files. They're still pressing her about it. They're like, where are these files? And she's still making excuses. She's saying she's focused on fighting to make America safe again. Well, that's what we're fighting for. That's why we want the list, Pam. People are not going to stop talking about this. That's why MAGA is also talking about it. You're not going to get people to stop having this discussion, right? By pretending that you don't need to have it now. Nope, don't work like that. We want to know the truth. Where's that list y'all claim you had? Because Pam Bondi claimed she had a list on her desk. Remember? Cash Patel claimed he was going to release the list when he got in. Dan Bongino said he was going to release the list when he got in. Trump said he was going to release the list when he got in. That's at least four of y'all. Now you're telling me all four of you, there's no list? So did all four of you lie? See, that's the part. Did all four of you lie about having a list? We want to know who's on Epstein's list. Did you tell the truth or did you lie? And if you lied, why did you lie to the American people about it? Why did you pretend that you had something that you didn't have? Because I'm telling you, I'll say at least this, and I told y'all this before, they're never going to release a fake list. Because a fake list is going to be found out instantly. Because somebody reported me storyteller, but I appealed. But they're not going to release a fake list, like I told you, because doing that, you're going to get found out right away. You understand? You're going to get found out right away. See, Maribel telling you, like, she went down that rabbit hole. Listen, there are a lot of tentacles to it. Thus why certain things will never be exposed. In order to expose it, you got to have all these other people that are outside of it to expose it. But those people have to have power and influence. Otherwise, you'll never hear about it. You'll never get anywhere with it. This is how rich and powerful people move. Footballer here. Huh? What, Amir? Trump is protecting someone. Well, including himself. But it's not just him. You understand? Yeah, but the problem, I see what you're saying, the MAGA voters want it, but the Republicans don't. The problem is MAGA runs the Republican Party. Republicans don't. Traditional conservatives have been pushed out of their own party. So if you're still voting Republican, you're voting for MAGA anyway. Because ain't no traditional Republicans are doing the work of MAGA now. Because if they don't, they won't have a job. You understand? They won't even have a job. So that's why I'm saying, listen, there's a lot at stake here. And again, this is why Trump and the people around him, they shouldn't have played with this by telling everybody they were going to do something and now expecting people not to want it. No. Where that list at? Well, and double EJ, I don't want to defend the government, but to their defense somewhat, they have to do some redactions. We don't need to know the names of victims. They've already been victimized. So we don't need that information as well. You know what I mean? What we do need is the information on the individuals that were preying on those people. That's the information that we need. And I hope we can, at some point, get to the bottom of that. The question is, will it happen during Trump? You know what I thought about earlier? I said, I wonder, because Trump and them got 4 years. If by the time the Trump administration is over, by the time Prince Harry ain't in there. You mean Prince William? Prince Harry ain't in there. Nice try, though. Yeah, I don't agree with that. That rabbit hole is big and has leads into. Oh, I feel you. I won't repeat it, but I see what you're saying, Kim. Because you know they don't like when I do that. The app be apping. The list that doesn't exist that Obama created that is not real, if it did, exactly. It's all those things. And I go, when at some point are conservatives going to hold Republicans accountable? That's the $100 million question. When do you hold Republicans accountable for lying to you in your face? Because you're not getting any of the things that they promised you. You're not getting anything. You're just there. So, you know, I'm at a loss to even understand it. Now, now I want to tell y'all something. Apparently, according to this report, Trump told Texas Republicans on a call this morning that the GOP will seek to get 5 new red seats in the mid-decade redistricting effort in Texas. Big change in Texas that will have massive impact on 2026 midterms. So Gavin Newsom replied to it, "Two can play this game." Good. I told y'all, I am all for Gavin Newsom gerrymandering California and getting rid of Republican seats. If Republicans are going to do it in Texas to get Democrats out of Texas, out of congressional seats, the same damn thing needs to be done in California. Yep. Do it in California. Call their bluff. So do it. And California better do it too. I just know Gavin Newsom better not make a threat that he ain't willing to make a promise. You understand? Because people like me pay attention to this type of conversation. And I go, well, I expect you to make good on the things that you say. Because they are trying to make good on the things that they say. The names that's on the client list are CEO. Oh, yes, very important and powerful people. You know what it reminds me of? That movie y'all made me twice. Y'all made me watch that fucking Blink twice. It made me think about that. I'm telling you, it made me think twice. It made me think like, ooh, oh, it's kind of like that. Oh, You understand? Because art imitates life. Art does imitate life. So when I see that stuff, I'm like, okay, all right. I'm telling you, that movie was so disturbing to me, but very well directed, very well acted, casted. It was a great movie, but that shit was disturbing. It was disturbing. You know why? Because it could happen. How easily people go off with people they barely know. That's what made it so fucking crazy. You can't tell me that Bondi didn't read the... Of course she did. She claimed it was on her desk, remember? Remember Bondi tweeted about it? Or I think it was... Hold on, let me find that thing. She tweeted about it or something. And she said, you know... that it was right on her desk. And she had it and she was ready to go. It's like, okay then. Well then guess what? We want the damn see it. We want the list too. That's the part that makes me so angry. I'm like, she said it on Fox News. What happened? Somebody had reported my live and it got taken down and I had to file an appeal. That's what happened. The usual. So, you know, but I'm just like, so for me, I don't feel I'm glad that she's up against the wall. Like I see an old story here. This is from back in the day. Hold on, where Trump had evicted a 74-year-old stroke victim. See, he's always been about the money. He's always been about the money. And after he did it, he said, we had to evict Stroke Stan. See, he always gives people names. Very sad. He had a stroke, folks, not a lease extension. I said, Stan, we love you, but you're not exactly winning right now. He hasn't moved since Obama. We gave him a beautiful send-off. Best eviction you've ever seen. Oh, I'm sorry, that's satire. Listen. That's somebody making fun of me. You know the saddest part? I read it and he would say that shit. This is the best eviction ever. You're not winning. You had a stroke. But he's always been this guy that's always been money above everything. And it's like, and that's the person we now have leading the country. That's Crazy to me. It shouldn't be that way. Maybe under Biden, it was a bad eviction. Yeah, I guess. You see what Rosie said about him? Did she say something new outside of what she had said back to him before, that he didn't have the power to strip her citizenship, which he doesn't? I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. Look, I'm checking. I want to see something. I'm looking, because y'all know. Okay, so this is a good thing. Hey! Scooby and Scrappy Doo. Hey, good afternoon, Miss Info. Now, there was a Trump-backed crypto regulation bill that he was trying to get pushed through, but it failed to clear a hurdle in Congress. So that happened today. So today, they didn't end up having the vote that they needed. It resulted from objections by a sizable group of conservatives wanting the bills combined into one package, despite Trump's urging to vote yes. So the bills stalled include the Genius Act, Clarity, and the Anti-CBDC Surveillance Act, aiming to regulate digital asset markets and address central bank digital currencies. 13 Republicans and all Democrats voted against the rule, causing crypto markets to dip 0.5% on Bitcoin and Ether. The failure risks delaying legislation vital to the crypto industry's growth, requiring new votes before the bills expire Friday, and prompting Speaker Johnson to seek compromise with dissenters. So that tells me Speaker Johnson going to be working his ass off overtime this week to try to get that bill up again for one more vote in order to pass it, to push it through, so rich people can make more and more money with crypto, including the President of the United States. Y'all got to understand that this is a money grab. This is about rich people making money. This isn't just about Trump staying out of prison. This is about rich people making money. And now the Department of Education has announced a foreign funding investigation against the University of Michigan. See, this is when, again, remember when Republicans always used to tell you if you elect liberals, they will weaponize government? Remember they told you that? Thank you for getting rid of Bobby Sue. Bobby Sue, yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, but remember conservatives told you that liberals will weaponize the government? And look who's weaponizing the government. Conservatives. I'm telling you, they always tell on themselves. If you want to know what conservatives are going to do, listen to them speak. They always tell you. They always tell on themselves. They can't help it. They can't help it. They can't keep no secrets. It will accept that Epstein list. Accept that list. That's about the only thing they ain't gonna tell you nothing about. But they're saying they've initiated an investigation into the University of Michigan's foreign funding practices due to allegation of inaccurate reports on foreign sources. So my question becomes, who put in those allegations? Have they been investigated? You understand what I'm saying? Anybody can submit an allegation. But the government doesn't tend to investigate every allegation, because every allegation or report isn't warranted, right? But with this new government, oh, it is. Oh, it is in this new government. In this new government. And it says the Education Department is requiring the University of Michigan to provide detailed records of foreign funding and its agreements with foreign entities within 30 days. This investigation follows the arrest of 2 Chinese nationals charged with smuggling hazardous stuff for research at the University of Michigan. I'm not even sure what they arrested those people for was really for that. Because again, everything with the Trump administration is about making something into something else. You understand? It's never about exactly what it is. Never. Now we got something new. Speaker Johnson is telling Pam Bondi she got some explaining to do. I'm telling y'all, Pam Bondi gonna lose her job. I'm telling you, Pam Bondi's going to lose her job. I'm telling y'all. Mike Johnson said the White House and the Justice Department should put everything out there and let the people decide it regarding the unreleased files from the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. Boom. Boom. More cracks in the foundation. More cracks. Yep. It's a diversion, but at the same time, it's more cracks in the foundation. Because I'm telling you, it's designed to get rid of Pam Bondi. I'm telling you, Trump is throwing Pam Bondi under the bus. Her ass is going back to Florida. Watch. Watch. Don't say I didn't tell you. And he don't listen. Not only is Pam Bondi going to lose her job, she's going to have to go back to Florida, and he's going to hire a male AG. Watch. Guaranteed. Watch. I'm just telling you. I guarantee it. Pam Bondi, her use has run out. The risk doesn't outweigh the reward. This is unnecessary press for no reason. Now, just because he gets rid of Pam Bondi doesn't mean that it all goes away. Boom. That part. Because I think he thinks that too. Well, if I just get rid of her, no, we're still going to talk about it. Hey, Rita. Hey, beautiful. Yeah, Pam got a lot of mess with her too. But see, a lot of people in this administration are going to hope to hide behind Trump. Or they're going to hope Trump pre-pardons them, like Biden did. Because Biden was proactive, proving he needed to be and that it was smart. Because if he wasn't proactive, they would have been fucking with Hunter Biden. Think about it. Think about it. I thought it was the smartest thing ever to pardon his own son. So when people were upset about it, I'm like, well, you ain't all that bright, because my ass would have did the same thing. I'm not going to sacrifice my damn child. Oh, you say it's no audio over here? Let me see. Can you hear me now over in the YouTube, Lori? Let me know if it works over there. Because it should now. Anyway, so that's why I'm saying, you know, And he says Trump continued to insist without evidence that the unreleased Epstein files were doctored by political rivals like former FBI Director James Comey and Presidents Barack Obama and Joe Biden. Really? Really? Okay. And they say House Republicans blocked an effort by Democrats to require Attorney General Pam Bondi to release the unreleased Epstein files in a party line vote. Again, if it's nothing there, why not release it? That's the part that has me go, where obviously there's something there, because if nothing was there, they would just release it. Trump loves to just throw everybody else's business out there. Why all of a sudden now does he care about protecting people? Because he's not just protecting himself. It's also the people that are being protected. Because otherwise, I don't get it. It doesn't make logical sense to me. I'm not surprised at what I see that's happening, but it doesn't make sense. Oh, I think he's guilty. And if it's an attempt to get us to stop talking about it, it's never going to work. It's never going to work. And a federal grand jury has indicted that guy for what he did to those Minnesota reps. So he's been indicted. Good. I'm glad they took him. Hey, Tony. I'm glad they took him alive so that he can be held accountable for what he did. And understand, if the tables would turn, Republicans would be outraged. But because it's their guy again, one of their people, it's nothing to see here, it's nothing to see here, nothing to see here. And to that I go, ridiculous. Oh, and listen to this. Attorney General Pam Bondi announces dismissal of charges against a plastic surgeon accused of faking COVID-19 vaccine cards. Someone that took an oath. Well, I don't even know if he was actually let me see what kind of doctor. He He was currently on trial right now for allegedly issuing fake Centers of Disease Control Prevention COVID-19 vaccination cards. And the Department of Justice, he made $28,000 worth of government provided COVID-19 vaccine cards and distribute, it says his medical corporation and 3 co-defendants were accused of allegedly destroying more than $28,000 worth of government-provided COVID-19 vaccines. So he destroyed vaccines and distributed at least 1,900 falsely marked COVID-19 doses on vaccine cards in exchange for direct cash payments or donations to a charitable organization. And the Trump administration just got rid of his charges. So the rich, again, the rich and the influential get away with it. As long as you can funnel money to the president, some way to give something to the president. Okay, I'm going to end the live on the YouTube and figure out what's going on with it. I don't know what's happening with this thing. Thank you, Lord, for helping me test it. What was I saying? Thank you, Lori, so much for helping me. But that's what makes me go, huh? You understand? I'm just like, something about this ain't making a whole lot of sense. Something about this isn't making a whole lot of sense. Except rich and powerful people get over again. Because this guy who was doing something illegal, had he been a liberal doing it, they'd want to throw the book at him. But because they like him, they don't say nothing. And thank you, beautiful. Hey, JK, good evening. Yeah, I know, Stacy. That's why I don't even worry about it. I don't even worry about it. But I'm like, it must be nice. See, the Justice Department under Biden charged him, which he should have been charged for. But again, law and order only applies to us poor folk. Y'all get it now? Y'all get it? Just in case some of you never get it. Do you get it now? Rich people look at the justice system and laugh in money. Because it don't apply to them. Hey, Kim, good evening. Yep, like Eric Adams with his corrupt ass. His corrupt ass. So he'll be coming out as MAGA, I'm sure, when he leaves office. He'll be MAGA now. Because that's what they do. When you want to be shiesty, hey, that's what you do. You become MAGA. Hey, Natalie. But yeah, I'm like, hey man, it must be nice to get away with all of these things. Because we could never get away with this stuff. We don't have the connections to. You know, we don't have the connections to. And it says the U.S. withdrew. Here's something else. RFK Jr., the results of having RFK Jr., who don't know his ass from a hole in the wall. The U.S. has withdrawn $300 million of funding from the Global Vaccine Alliance, Gavi. Because we listen to a guy that picks up roadkill off the fucking road. Not a professional. A guy that listens to fucking conspiracy theorists on YouTube. That's who's in charge of America's health. That's who is, and he says, and apparently he did a video statement that had to be like knives on chalkboard. Honey, I ain't listening to that. He accused Gavi. He accused Gavi of making questionable recommendations around COVID-19 vaccines, and he has concerns about others vaccines as well. So because of that, he's ripped all funding away. Gavi has to re-earn the public trust. Man, fuck that guy, man. See, this is fucking rich people playing with us. Y'all see, oh, the rich guy, he gets to pretend and play like he's a doctor, like he's been to medical school and he's an expert and he's studied things. And he gets the other rich guy to give him a job. And now he gets to play important like he knows shit. I'm so over that shit. All of them. They're fucking frauds. I'm so over it. The mediocrity is loud with these people. These are people who were never going to be at the front of their class. They were never going to be valedictorians, salutatorians, honor students. That's not who these people are. These people got by on their names, their money, their access, and they're mad that they never got to be a part of certain circles. Now I'm in charge. I'm the big important person in charge, and still don't know what the hell you're doing. That's what you're looking at. It's insulting, frankly. The shit is insulting. Exactly. Don't compromise with fucking rich people. Don't compromise with them. That's exactly why I added that Eat the Rich shirt to my shop. I mean that shit. But listen, they ain't thinking about, they eating our ass up every fucking day. When you see all your stuff go up, they eating us every day. They eat more and more of your money every damn day. That before you know it, one job ain't enough. Then you need 2 jobs. 2 jobs ain't enough. Then you need 3 jobs. 3 jobs ain't enough. You looking for all the other side hustles and shit you can do. You don't even know when you're going to go to sleep. Like what? I'm over these fucking people, man. I am over it. Exactly, Akim. You do a third of what these fucking people do. They throw you under the jail. You know why? Because now they got cheap labor. And they're going to make a lot of money off your ass being in the prison system. Calls, commissary. You understand? It's a lot of money to be made when they lock you down. Lots of money to be made when they lock you down. They know what they doing. That's why I told y'all I don't have no tolerance for this shit. But that's just real. It's just like a person that doesn't have any credentials to make these types of decisions. And this is the guy. And I'm supposed to let this, excuse my French, this motherfucker be in charge of my health. Oh, no, no, no. I take care of me and make my own medical decisions. I be damn. I be damn. But y'all didn't want to listen to Fauci? But y'all listen to this motherfucker? Right. Okay. 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 All right. I don't listen to nobody that swam in fucking Rock Creek Park in Anacostia River. I don't listen to nobody that did that shit. I'm a local. I know damn well that ain't what to do. So I don't listen to nobody that's done that. Ain't a damn thing you can tell me. Okay? Say it again. Stay on the boat. I'm like, shut the f up, man. Oh, no. We're not. See, that's the thing, Ashley, that people didn't catch. Before, when you were free to make your own choices, you weren't free. But now that you have to only can do what they want you to do, now you're free. Man, get out of here. It's bullshit. It's gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? It's straight up gaslighting. And I'm looking at people and I'm going, y'all don't see what the hell this is? Wake up. And the Kennedy man, I know I would not take. Thank you. It's nothing that he could tell me about nothing. The guy still goes tanning. What can he tell me about health? Man, get the fuck, I would say outright, man, get the fuck out of my face. Don't you tan? Miss me with that shit. Ain't nothing you can tell me. It's nothing you can fucking tell me. You go to a tanning salon. Get the fuck out of here. It's nothing you can tell me. Please. There's nothing you can tell me when you tan. Please. But I'm just tired of this shit, man. What'd I say? Skin like an old Coach bag. It's like that Coach bag you bought in college and you won't throw it out because it's sentimental. But the leather all raggedy and shit. It's all super dark and messed up and rough from all the elements, all the decades of being exposed to the elements. That's that skin. I'm like, chow. I'm like, it just... And now I see a new record that FEMA records show Kirk County didn't alert all the cell phones as the flooding began. So locally on a Texas level, they still didn't make sure that their people knew about that flood the way they needed to. Again, this is why the federal government is there to help, but they don't want the feds. So Texas need to make this shit work. Like Tim Gunn used to say, make it work. Do the same thing. Do the same damn thing. And now they're saying millions of undocumented immigrants will no longer be eligible for bond hearings. So we just gonna keep you locked down. There is no longer a catch, like they call it, and release. Now we gonna get you, and you gonna stay here as long as we want you here. Period. This is America, y'all. This is America. I'm just like, wow. And just so y'all know something else that happened too, because you need to understand how your government works with capitalism to keep us caught up. Now, there was a rule. The Federal Trade Commission had proposed some changes, right? That required businesses to obtain a customer's consent before charging for memberships. That includes auto renewals and any programs linked to free trial offers, right? The FTC said at the time, now keep in mind this was under Joe Biden. They said at the time that the businesses must also disclose when free trials or other promotional offers will end and let customers cancel recurring subscriptions as easily as they started them. The administration of President Joe Biden included the FTC's proposal as part of its Time is Money initiative, a government-wide initiative that was announced last year with the aim of cracking down on consumer-related hassles. Because everybody sucks you into a subscription, right? Everybody, that's what they join for free. And then we won't bill you for X amount of time if you cancel right before then, right? So the FTC rule was set to take effect on Monday. But the U.S. Appeals Court for the 8th Circuit said this week that the FTC made a procedural error by failing to come up with a preliminary regulatory analysis, which is required for rules, right? Which is required for rules whose annual impact on the U.S. economy is more than $100 million. Now, the FTC said they didn't have to do that because it determined that the rules' impact on the national economy would be less than $100 million. But the judge said, no, I think it's going to be more than $100 million. So because of that, we still caught up in this thing where people can easily charge you and get you sucked into subscriptions. See? That's that bullshit. It shouldn't be that easy to take your money. And you said they took away the CFPB protection for medical bills not counting. Wow. I'm not surprised. Elections have consequences. Elections have consequences. Folks are going to learn some hard lessons. But I told y'all, a lot of lessons aren't learned until they're learned the hard way. That's what's unfortunate. Because see, all of this lawsuit for FTC happened because people sued because they said that Amazon was making it difficult for them to cancel their subscriptions. And I understand where they're coming from. Depending on who you have a subscription with, getting it is easy. Canceling it, they send you through so much fucking rigmarole to cancel a subscription these days. They don't want to let you out of a subscription for nothing. For nothing. Oh, what happened with you with American Home Shield? They wouldn't let you out. Look, I have them. I've had them for a long time, close to 10 years though. What, they wouldn't let you out after you started? Yeah, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, you said, I've been trying to cancel Sirius. Wow, for 5 years. That's crazy. It shouldn't be. It's like you're held hostage. Not even hostage. It's a shakedown. Think about it. It's a fucking shakedown. You got somebody that you have to pay them, even though you don't want to pay them. I remember, like, listen, I love myself some Rihanna, right? I love Rihanna. And I had signed up for like a Savage Fenty membership, right? Because you get a discount on the stuff that she has when you have the membership. But after a while, I was like, shit, I don't buy enough stuff with this thing to warrant having this membership. So I went on their website to try to find out how to cancel. You got to go through so much fucking rigmarole to cancel. At the time, I don't know about now, but at the time, you had to go through a lot of rigmarole to cancel a simple membership. No, it shouldn't be that hard. If you want to get out, you should be able to get out. Yeah, changing your card works. In the past, stuff like that didn't used to work, but now it works. Because I'm going to tell you, banks have changed. But in the past, when your card would expire, even if they sent you a new card, same card number, different CVV and expiration code, but the charge would still go through on that old card because you do have a valid card. They don't do that no more, but they used to. They used to. Because it happened to me recently, and I was like, wait a minute, what do you mean my card doesn't work? It should. And they would say, oh, it expired. And I'm like, oh, well, it still should work. In the past it did, but the banks changed it. Yep, they continued to charge us, but they changed it. Oh, I get what you're talking about. You're talking about the caption up top. Okay. I feel you. I feel you. But I'm like, man, but again, why is it so hard for us to cancel a subscription? I might do a video on that too, because I want to know why. I know why it is, but it's like you getting sucked into a fucking cult. It's like once you're in, no, it ain't even a cult. It's like a fucking game. Like once you in, you're fucking in. It's the mob. You can't get out. There is no out. The only way out is you like stop breathing. You know what I mean? Because they won't let you out. I remember when I used to have Comcast way back in the day. If you have Comcast, you know how hard it is to get rid of Comcast. You can. You just have to with anybody, you just have to put your foot down. Real talk. When you want to cancel something, if you really want to cancel, you can. You just got to be diligent about canceling. Because they're going to work very, very hard to do everything in their power to keep you from canceling. Because that's their job. To prevent you from canceling. Yeah, they always have an offer. And again, if you have Comcast and you paying too much, if you want to break on your bill, call and threaten to cancel. They'll offer you something. They're going to offer you the world to keep you from canceling. Especially if you tell them you can get a better deal through XYZ. Oh, gyms memberships are the worst because you got to come in to cancel. You have to come in to cancel. Why I can't cancel over the phone? Why I can't cancel with that app y'all claim y'all got? Oh, you could do everything. That's not connected to the main system? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, when you threaten their ass, all of a sudden they can cancel the membership. I'm telling you, you can get out. You can get out of shit. But you have to be diligent about getting out of them damn memberships. Yep. Say it again, Lisa. It's all about the Benjamins. It's all about money. Everything is about money. That's why they don't want to let you out. A subscription is guaranteed cash every month. When you mess up the formula when you decide that you want to cancel. That's when they get mad with you. What you mean you want to cancel? Like I said, fuck boy, I want to cancel. What you mean? You ain't understand English? But that's how they are. They don't want you to cancel. It can be harder on the phone, but you can do it on the phone too. You can do it on the phone. You just gotta, again, I would like to talk to a supervisor. What I want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. I know they're recording, and this is how you get them good. I know the company's recording this telephone call. As a customer, I'm telling you, I want to talk to a manager or supervisor. And you're continuing to try to talk to me and upsell me on things when I've told you repeatedly I want to speak with a supervisor. So obviously the training that you're getting is not working. So corporation, if you're listening to this recording, because I know you are, this individual needs to be retrained. Sure do. Bet you'll get a supervisor real quick then. That's how you play with these people. That's how you play with these people. Rarely fixed anything. Also, monthly fee for 70. Really? And ended up paying 15. Yeah, you're going to have to pay some. It depends on the type of contract you got with American Home Shield. I know it's certain things they don't pay for, but I've gotten a lot. I've gotten a free refrigerator. I've gotten a new fridge, a new stove, a new microwave. What else did I get? The AC fixed twice. They don't pay for Freon. They don't pay for stuff like that. You got to pay that on your own because that tells you that in your contract. But honey, I read my contracts thoroughly for shit like that. So if it's covered, oh fuck, and I'm paying a monthly fucking fee, oh, you damn right I'm filing a fucking claim. For sure. For sure. You gonna have to, I understand a lot of people I know don't like American Home Shield. They don't. But see, I'm one of those people. Now, they haven't always done right. Sometimes they fucked up royally. I will be the first to say that. Sometimes they mess up royally. In my past. But I've yet to find another warranty company that I'm interested in using yet. To switch over. Last time I tried to cancel my Comcast dude. Oh, he hung up. Oh, hell no. Nope. But can you even go into a Comcast place anymore? Like, does Comcast even still have places that customers can go to anymore? That's the question. Hey, DJ Corey. Oh, you put money aside for it. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, in certain areas? Okay, because, yeah, you can go to a Comcast one if they have a location. But I know the one close to me, they shut that down years ago. So, if I don't have Comcast. So, I don't have any cable or satellite provider. I'm not paying that. I told you I pay $16 a month for everything. That includes pay-per-view. I get all the fights. I get all the international channels. I get the movies in the movie theater. I get everything. $16. I'm not, no. Oh, because if it ain't as good. Yeah, but I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about their agent. Fuck their agent. I really don't care. I never care about none of that. When they be trying to tell me that stuff, I never care. I be like, is that my uncle? My daddy? I don't give a shit. Cancel it. I'm not paying that anymore. Oh, Comcast. I don't like Comcast. I call them Comtrash. Michael, I don't think I can say in this thing. You know where I'm going to put it? I'm writing myself a note. I'm going to put it on Patreon. Any of y'all can see it. I'm just going to put it on my Patreon. I'm putting a note here. Put name of TV service in Patreon. Because, you know, TikTok don't let you do nothing. So I'll put it in the Patreon. I made myself a note. So, look, y'all can't see the note. Look, girl. You have a green screen back there, girl. What is you doing, girl? What is you doing? But yeah, I told y'all, I'm one of those people, I just don't believe in paying full price. If I can avoid paying full price, I'm going to avoid paying full price. Fuck buying, fuck that. It's illegal what they're doing. Cable, I don't know how people still got cable TV service. Right now, if I could get internet, rock cheap, I get that. I just ain't found a crack to that one yet. You said thanks. You got one for $168 a year, Michael? Nice. That's a good price. I used to have to pay for a TV service that was $5 a month. And I got all that stuff. I had that for years. You could pause TV, rewind TV, record TV, all types of stuff. $5 a month. And had better customer service than DirecTV. That's why I go, man, I'm not paying nobody no $200-300 a month to watch fucking TV. What? Are you kidding me? Nope. It ain't worth it. Put you on, Cassie, hit the link in my bio and go to the Patreon. I'm going to put it in my Patreon tonight. You can join my Patreon for free. And I'm going to put it in there tonight. They have fiber internet for cheap. But see, I live down in the fucking deep where it's hard to get, you know, connections to things. You know what I'm saying, Michael? So, I mean, Hitmaker, I guess that's how you say it. Yeah, so that's my issue. That's my issue. You say Superbox, Reggie? I never heard of that. Yeah, I don't pay for YouTube. I just can't bring myself to pay for it. I'm like, YouTube charge too much too. I'm like, I ain't paying that much to watch fucking TV. Yeah, all you need is internet. Yeah, the problem, I don't like how much I pay for internet right now with Verizon. But Verizon is the only one available in my area. And when I first got it, it was $50-something. I'm now paying $140 a month. And it's not even great service. We're always having buffering issues, some type of connection issues or something. So I'm going shit for almost $150 a month. I'm like, I would like to have better internet service. Oh yeah, no, I'm not paying $500 for no fucking cell phone bill. I don't like Verizon, but I'm stuck with them, Hitmaker, because that's all I have in this area. If I don't have Verizon, I don't have no other options. So that I'm just stuck. I don't want it though. But I'm stuck with it though. Yeah. That's the thing. Because again, that's why I said people forget. We cut up the telephone companies. We cut up Marbell because it was a monopoly. Fast forward to 2025, we right back at monopolies again. Where you kind of just stuck in certain areas and you just got to take whatever's available to you and pay whatever they charge. You ain't got no choice. You have Spectrum Internet for $100 a month. I don't have access to that. I don't. I don't like my cell phone bill either. I really don't like that either. But I have Verizon for that too. But I live down in the fucking deep. And so I can't get T-Mobile back here. I can't get... I think Sprint, it can be a little spotty. Hell, Verizon is a little spotty back here. Yeah. Again, thanks Reagan, thank a Republican, thank a conservative for taking away our choices and our freedoms so that companies can make more money. And that's basically where we are. We're caught up in a monopoly because companies, they get to do whatever they want to do. And there's nothing we can really do about that. So, you got Cricket, 3 Lines, Hotspot, and Cinnamon iPad. Oh, that's a good thing. I got to see if they do coverage in my area. That's the problem that I have, DJ Reese. I just live down in bumfuck. So we don't get the best service down here. Okay, you use in your phone for data. Okay, that makes sense as a trucker. Yeah, we shouldn't have to. When I was growing up, local channels were free. This whole concept that people pay for local channels is wild to me. Because when I was growing up, shit, all you needed was a fucking TV. Because this was before cable. All you needed was a television and an antenna. And you can get all the local channels you wanted. So now, that's great. Yeah, that is. Oh, and also with that app, I also get local channels. Yep, I get local channels too. Not just for my area, but I can get local channels for any of the different cities. My husband loves it because he gets to watch all his NFL football games. We get to see all the boxing matches, all the racing, whatever. I love it. Oh, now you need a digital antenna? That lets you know how... Man, I was just saying to a lady, because we got some guy coming to check the air conditioner, one of the air conditioners, right? And I said to the lady, I said, this is the second time. We've already replaced this Nest thermostat twice. I said, we're not going to replace this again. I said, I want a dumb thermostat. Because back when we had dumb thermostats, you didn't have this problem. This problem only happens with smart thermostats. They keep fucking up. And I am tired of us having to keep replacing this fucking thermostat. So just give me a dumb regular thermostat. I'd rather go back to that. Fuck it. Because the smart ones, they don't last. They're not very durable. And, you know, I'm just like, I'm over it. You're right, Trini. We have to do something. The big thing that we've got to do is keep ourselves educated and knowledgeable. And you guys got to do what I told you. Liberals, you got to start your own co-ops amongst yourselves. where you share resources and tools and things amongst yourselves. You don't allow conservatives into those circles. That's what you're going to have to do. Because they're going to have to feel their own pain. You understand? They're going to have to feel their own pain. Because until they feel it, nothing going to change. And for some of them, it's not going to change even when they feel it. But for many of them, it will. It will. So I thank you all for joining me today and coming back after I got booted for a hot second. So I really do appreciate that. I want to say thank you all so much. Oh, we got 31,000 likes in here. I greatly appreciate that. Tonight's live, since it's broken up into 2 pieces, I'm going to download it and put it together and then put it onto YouTube. Because then I think it will be... it doesn't make sense for it to have it as 2 separate videos. So I'll go and make sure that I do that tonight and get that up. The morning live is already on YouTube. I want to say thank you all for joining me today. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the shares. Thank you for the subscription, Living Life. I appreciate your support, beautiful. Thank you, Reef. I appreciate that so much. Look, my screen was flipping for a second, y'all, and I thought I was about to get a strike again, and it was something else. That little puzzle wanting to make sure my face was still on the screen. But I wanted to remind you guys, don't forget to check out that Straight No Chaser podcast. The new episode drops tomorrow, 7 p.m. Spotify, Patreon, YouTube. I'm taking it back. We're doing talking about memories back in the day. How it was to live back in the day. I think y'all gonna like that discussion. I hope that it resonates with you and you share and give me feedback on how it made you feel. I want to give a shout out to my top 5 gifters this evening, because I do that in every live. Number 1, beautiful Kiana Black. Number 2, beautiful Storyteller. Number 3, beautiful Lori. Number 4, beautiful Sanopa. Number 5, beautiful Kim. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Trail. Thank you all so much. I love and support you guys so much. Oh, thank you so much, Michael. I love being in a space with Joy Reid, because Joy Reid is the business. I love me some Joy. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that you guys appreciate and love spending time with me, because I love spending time with y'all. I look forward to it. All day long when I'm looking at stuff, I say, ooh, I can't wait to tell TikTok about this. So I'm constantly having the same mindset. Thank you so much, Trini, for your support. And I want to remind you all, and don't forget, the merch is in the store for anybody looking for anything. I got mugs, I got shirts, and all of that other stuff, continuing to move forward. And don't forget to check out the back room. Thank you all so much. Don't let nobody live rent-free in your head, beautiful and handsome people. Don't feed the trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be here. Have a beautiful evening, you guys and ladies. Bye-bye.